Welcome to 900 West Kids YouTube channel, episode 6.
Hey, we got an awesome day planned for you. We got 3 baskets, some ping pong balls, and we're going to play a game. We are going to strap our feet together. Not like this, but like this. And we're going to hop around and see who can pick up the most balls after we dump them all over the stage. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
go. I'm really out of breath now.
I'm out of shape.
Are you out of breath too? Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to count them, see who's won, and then we're going to see that I won.
Okay, so we are. Is that,
Yes, that's exactly
how
what
this
we're going to
works.
do.
Okay, how about you go ahead and count yours
All
first.
right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,
Okay.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That is the winning number right there.
34 is the number to
34. That's right.
beat. All right, here we go. I'm going to count by twos, okay?
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28,
Oh, no.
30, 32, 34, 36,
Oh, man.
38.
Aw.
Boom!
He won
Again.
again.
Yes. Hey, stay tuned. We got some really cool stuff. Guess what we're going to play with?
Slime.
Slime.
Hi, 901 kids. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos.
Back at it again with making our very own slime. Hey, what kind of slime are we going to make today?
We're going to make bouncy slime.
Bouncy slime.
It's called flubber.
Also known as flubber.
Flubber.
All right, so Abigail, who is one of the best assistants at making slime because she don't mind getting her hands dirty.
It's true.
And I do. So, hey, how about you go ahead? I'm going to tell you how to do it.
All right, I'm putting my mic down.
And we're going to make some slime, some flubber slime. All right, you got a half a cup of glue, a half a cup of water. Do we have some food coloring? We do? Okay, and a teaspoon of borax. All right. Okay, so we're going to mix hot water with glue. I know many of you probably already know how to do this, but we're not slime professionals. We're actually learning right now how to make flubber slime. You getting it? You getting it? All right, she's got it. Don't make too much of a mess, okay? All right, so mix the hot water with the glue. Uh-oh, sorry, about knocked it out of your hand. Then you're going to add food coloring. Uh-oh. What color should we do? Let's see. Green, red, or blue? Okay, all right. We got some food color, and she's coming. Here she comes, and she's back. All right, food coloring. What color you got? Green. I would have chose blue, but green is the way to go. Flubber was green, wasn't he? That's right. Smart girl. All right, put some food coloring in there. All right. Yep. You just want 1 drop?
That's a big drop.
Let's do 2 drops. 1 more. There we go. All right, now you're going to add a teaspoon of borax. This is borax. You're going to add a teaspoon of it. I got your teaspoon right here. All right, this may be a disaster, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, after you put this in this bowl with the glue, the water, and the food coloring, you're going to knead it with your hands. You're going to knead it. Okay, mix it. How does that feel?
Gross.
It looks awful. Oh, how do you feel right now about making this flubber?
I feel like this is really slimy.
Yep, it looks really slimy. Now, the thing about Flubber, I don't know if you know this, but Flubber was actually a movie. Flubber was an accident. And so flubber actually bounces and goes all over the place. And so this scientist made flubber out of a failed experiment. But you know what? He didn't look at it as a failure. He actually saw something good out of the mistake that he had. And you know what, Abigail? That is the same thing that God does. That when we make mistakes and we may fail, God can make some good things out of bad things. Flubber was an accident. You've made accidents, but come on. You know you're a good thing. Even when you mess up, God sees a good thing in you. If you're having a bad time right now, no matter what you're struggling with, I want you to know that God can make something good out of your bad day. If you haven't figured it out, Abigail, I'm talking about how God can make something good out of something bad. Hey, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that with Jacob. We're going to continue his story, so stay tuned. It's going to get really good.
Hey guys, we're gonna play a game called Smooth Moves, where I make a move, then you make it too. Everybody stand up, and as long as you can match my moves, you're in the game. But if you can't keep up, you gotta sit down. Here's the first move. That was pretty easy, right? Well, round 2's gonna be just a little bit harder. Yeah! Pretty good, but now let's try on round 3. You guys have done pretty good so far, but now let's get advanced with level 4. Let's see how you do.
Did you have some smooth moves? Because we've got some smooth moves. Oh.
We're not good at our moves.
We're not very smooth, but it's okay.
Wow.
Just like our flubber, we're going to talk about a couple things today that were invented by accident.
Uh-huh.
You don't hear about that very often. Isn't that crazy? Things like Coca-Cola. I love me some Coke.
That was an accident?
It was an accident.
I never knew.
Potato chips.
These are great
All
accidents.
accidents. People were trying to make something else, and they made these instead.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Let's see, what else? We've
never
got
knew that.
Silly Putty. We've got a Slinky. Oh, this is my favorite. Are you ready for this? This was an accident. Chocolate chip cookies.
Oh.
We would have never had chocolate chip cookies if somebody did not make a mistake.
I had some chocolate chip cookies for breakfast.
Don't do that, kids. Not good. But that's okay, because what these people thought were accidents, they had made a mistake, really turned out to be some of the greatest things that we have now, right?
Right.
And so that's the same thing with God. When we make mistakes, He takes it and makes our bad things into good things, just like in our story today.
That's right. Jacob was a very clever man, but so was his uncle. Do you remember last week where Jacob was trying to marry Rachel, but he ended up marrying Leah?
Slimy.
Yeah, very slimy situation. So here's the reality that Jacob had to work another 7 years to get Rachel.
Wow, that is a long time.
And so what he did is he actually convinced his uncle Laban to give him some sheep so he could work on the farm and actually make his own money and not be under the wing of Laban anymore. So most of the time, farmers are going to want sheep that have no spots. They're not ugly. They get the prettiest sheep. But you know what? Jacob found himself in a disadvantage because all of his sheep had spots.
Man, this guy's life, he just gets hitting hard, isn't he?
His luck is not good.
No.
So the wise shepherd named Jacob now has some of the strongest and the most fitted sheep there is out there. And because of that, they constantly grew and got bigger and got stronger, and he had more than anybody else, and therefore he became very rich and very prosperous. So Laban thought that he was trying to get Jacob with a cheap shot, but it worked out for his advantage. And that was all because of God. There's no doubt that God made Jacob work for his mistakes and work to get to where he's at, but God was in it. We can look throughout the Bible, Abigail, and see so many miracles and signs that Jesus had done. You remember when he parted the Red Sea? And
That
all
was
those,
so cool.
I know they were trapped by the Egyptians, but Jesus parted the Red Sea for them. And what about the time where he helped David defeat Goliath? That's one of our favorite stories.
Oh, yeah, we love that story.
Yeah, with a sling and he did some rocks and knocked out Goliath. And he helped the king Jehoshaphat defeat this army. Not only with swords, not with just spears, but with songs of praise and worship. Now, that's pretty powerful.
That is so powerful.
And so Jesus can do the same thing with you. He can take a place of disadvantage, a place to where nothing is going for you, and he can turn it around and make something good about it. That's what we want to talk about today, is how God does that for us. We want to encourage you and remind you that God does make good things out of bad things.
That's right, every time, just like chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate chip cookies, potato chips, Slinkies, Coca-Cola.
That's right.
God knows the bad situations that we face. There's no doubt that he knows the slimy moments that we find ourselves in, that we go through and that come our way. But God knows that he can give us wisdom, he can give us direction, he can help us get out of any slimy moment, any slimy situation that maybe we put ourselves in or maybe somebody else has put us in. So be encouraged today that no matter how slimy your situation is, God is faithful to get you out of it. We'll see you right here next week for episode 7.